Good morning, City Pres. Here we are at the Confession of Sin again. In so many words, over the past little while, I feel like I've been asked questions about, what's your theology about X? What's your theology about racism? What's your theology about sexism? What's your theology about sexuality? Pick a topic. And if I had to boil it down to something that is, of course, it's incredibly reductive and it doesn't have all the nuances necessary and yet still says something meaningful, I would say that my theology of X is that we're sinners, that we are not living up to God's plan, and that honesty about that is very important. It's especially important in the church because the church has a tendency to become dishonest about it and to think that we're not doing anything the wrong way. That's not true. We're part of the church because we're sinners and we need salvation. So let's confess together today. Holy Father, you have called blessed the one who does not walk in step with the wicked, yet there we walk. Help us to walk in step with your will. You have called blessed the one who does not stand on the path of sinners, yet there we stand. Help us to stand on the promises of your word. You have called blessed the one who does not sit in the company of mockers, yet there we sit. Help us to find our joy sitting in the company of saints at your feet. Teach us to delight in your law and to meditate on it, so that we may stand like a tree planted by the water, yielding fruit and prospering in your will. Let's take some moments for silent confession today. Friends, if your hope is in Jesus, you are righteous before God. You cannot be accused, not because you haven't done anything wrong, but because Jesus has paid for it. Hear now the assurance of pardon. Therefore, since we have confidence to enter the holy places by the blood of Jesus, by the new and living way that he opened for us through the curtain, that is, through his flesh, and since we have a great priest over the house of God, let us draw near with a true heart in full assurance of faith, with our hearts sprinkled clean from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water.